Do you ever wonder what is beta blocker? Beta blockers are medications that block the beta receptors, and most beta blockers block two beta receptors which are called beta 1 and beta 2. Now, where are these beta receptors located? Beta 1 receptor is located on the heart, meanwhile, beta 2 receptors is located on the lungs. When beta 1 receptor is blocked, what actually happens? You get a decrease in the heart rate. Now, let's turn our attention to beta 2 receptor. If you block a beta 2 receptor, what happens? You get bronchoconstriction, which means that the airways will narrow. Let's take a look at classification now. Beta blockers are classified into two groups, which are called beta 1 selective beta blockers and also non-selective beta blockers. Beta 1 selective beta blockers are also referred to as cardioselective beta blockers consist of metoprolol, atenolol, esbuterol, bisoprolol, and esmolol, which is given in IV. The only thing they will do is decrease the heart rate and helps lower the blood pressure. Not only that, keep in mind that you have also non-selective beta blockers. These non-selective beta blockers consist of propranolol, carvedilol, labetalol, and timolol, which is actually an eye drop given in glaucoma.
Hey, do you know how a beta blocker works? When you want to develop a product which blocks the sunlight, you call it as sunblock. So, when you want to develop a product which blocks a receptor called beta receptor, what would it call? Yes, a beta blocker it is. Adrenergic system is a system uses neurotransmitter called epinephrine or norepinephrine, which normally released when you are stressed, fear, or even when you are exercising. Epinephrine will land on and stimulate beta receptors in our body, especially our myocardia, or also known as heart cells, and causes effects such as increase in blood circulations, blood pressure, and heart rate. As for beta blocker, it works by competing with norepinephrine and binds to beta receptors to cause opposite effects such as decrease in blood circulations, blood pressure, and heart rate.
Have you ever wondered what are the adverse effects of using beta blocker as doping in sports? Well, it might affect our heart, causing low blood pressure, slow heart rate, impaired circulation, heart failure, or palpitation. It might also cause insomnia, asthma, nausea or vomiting, headache, or even muscle cramps. What if we stop taking the beta blockers suddenly? It can cause withdrawal symptoms which can be very bad for your health. Usually, the withdrawal symptoms will occur within 24 to 72 hours after stop taking the medication. The effect can range from affecting our heart, which can cause palpitation or increase in heart rate. It can also affect our central nervous system, causing nervousness, restlessness, or anxiety, or it might even cause us abdominal cramps, increased salivation, fatigue, headache, nausea or vomiting, insomnia, and many more. To prevent the withdrawal symptoms, we need to discontinue the medication over a 6 to 10 days interval, cutting the dose by half every 2 to 3 days.
Under the WADA, which is World Anti-Doping Agency, beta blockers are prohibited substances both in and out of competitions in shooting sports. The sports that cannot use beta blocker are archery, automobile, snooker, darts, golf, shooting, skiing or snowboarding, and underwater sport. The beta blocker that prohibited to use in sports are esbuterol, aprinolol, atenolol, betasolol, bisoprolol, bunolol, cardiolol, and carvedilol.
Why is it prohibited? For archery and shooting, it will help to lower the heart rate, minimize anxiety, and reduce muscle tremors. While for underwater sports, it will reduce heart capacity for exercise, restricts heart function during exercise, cause loss of consciousness, and also fatal underwater.
Here are some cases and examples for the use of beta blocker in sports. The first one is North Korea sports shooter Kim Jong-soo. He was found to have tested positive for banned substance propranolol, which is a kind of beta blocker in an in-competition dope test. During 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, Kim Jong-soo won a silver medal and a bronze medal, but after the test, he was later disqualified and stripped of both of his medals. The next example is PGA golf player Doug Barron. He had been tested positive for using testosterone and a beta blocker propranolol during a random drug test. However, he claimed that he had been struggling with severe panic disorder, therefore he took beta blocker to combat the symptoms. But still, he had been suspended for 1 year by the PGA Tour and publicly disciplined by society, so he apologized soon after the incident. The third example is William Alexander Webernuke. He was a very famous and professional Canadian snooker and pool player. At first, he was advised by doctors to drink alcohol to treat the tremor on his arm. However, this leads to excessive alcohol consumption which affects his heart. Therefore, he needs to stop propranolol to deal with his heart condition. During a dope test, he was tested positive for the use of propranolol. As a consequence, he was banned from snooker competitions, expelled and fined by Snooker Association, eventually passed away from heart failure. The last example is Ravi Kumar, who is an Indian sports shooter. Ravi took medicines to treat his migraine. However, this medicine contained propranolol, and he claimed that it was a pure negligence. As a result, he has to serve ban period for 2 years. During this period, he misses all national and international meets, and it is very difficult for his comeback.